So if you had to start all over today, what would you do as far as if you're trying to get on the wealth journey?
It's a great question. It's more competitive than ever. On the investment side, it's easy. VO, VTI, Apple, Microsoft. If you're not feeling Apple, I would swap it out for NVIDIA. But business-wise, I think it's a lot more competitive. But the main thing is to master one thing that you're great at. Like Mike is concentrated into crypto. Michael Saylor, crypto, me investing, you guys media, then you expand into investing, right? Like you have to concentrate on one thing. That's always going to work until the end of time. The best baseball players get the biggest contracts, best investors get paid the most. But I would focus, I for sure, because of inflation, I think, and I've been saying this in Red Panda for maybe about 2 months, it's mandatory that you put 40% of your money into the market now. We don't have an option. You as an entrepreneur, the first 4 years when you're trying to figure it out, you're not going to outpace the S&P or Bitcoin or NVIDIA or iBit or Tesla on this run or Eli Lilly or Lockheed. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You have to put your money into assets that are going to make more money than you are and put them into better entrepreneurs than you are, for sure.
The rich get richer.
Yes.
The rich get richer while the poor get poorer, for sure.
But what about you guys? What would you do different?
Well, you
have to start over.
No, you got to invest. You got to invest. Mm-hmm. You got to invest in Microsoft. You got to invest in cryptocurrency, Bitcoin. I think that's important to kind of, figure that part out. You got to figure out how to start, a business, because to be honest with you, there's no job security anymore
at all.
And, headed into this next 20 years, is going to be a situation where if you don't have it, it's not gonna happen for you, because the gap is going to become so, like, the value of money is just getting decreased so much. You see Elon Musk, he's going to become a trillionaire, but there's going to be at least 5 trillionaires, they said, over the next 10 years. Mm-hmm. There's going to be 5 people on paper.
Yep.
That have net worth over $1 trillion. It took
individually.
It took 180 years for one publicly traded company to reach $1 trillion. Now we're about to have probably $10 trillion companies in the next 5 years. Mm-hmm. So the value of money is decreased. Now it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean the same. A billion about to be the new 100 million. Like a billion is about to be like the new 100 million. When you talking about me and I, because they talking about
for real.
Remember when they first started giving out the $100 million sports contract? It was like, damn, $100 million.
That was,
now they're giving out billion. They're gonna.
Who's that? It's right around the corner.
Yeah, the $1 billion contract is right around the corner.
65 this year. That's
a billion about to be the next 100 million. So
KG was the first one in 96.
Like, if man, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be really difficult. So you're gonna have to accelerate it. But like you said, just overly investing, being intelligent, maximizing your gains, saving your money. Mm-hmm. having revenue come in consistently, low overhead.
You got to have multiple sources of income, right? Yeah. Like in 2017, I had a Scottrade account. This is no joke. This is like, people, if you were investing in that time, you had to pay $7 to make a trade, and when you try to sell that trade, you had to pay another $7. Off rip, you're losing $14, right? Those days are gone. I didn't have capital, right, to really make substantial gains. In 2017, we were up all night in crypto. It didn't sleep, so we didn't sleep. We're trying to figure this thing out. We're learning
study like crazy.
We study it. We holding meetings. Like, we was all there. And I think we came to your apartment one day and was just like, yo, we're not leaving until we figure this out. We need to figure out how to get a code. We need to figure out what these hard wallets are, cold wallets are. We need to figure this thing out. We was there. Yeah. We didn't have the same amount of capital, right? So there's a difference. What's different now, we started a business. Now you have more income. Now you can invest more. That is the key, right? Like, investing. I told everybody, like, when we see people in public, they're like, yo, if you had to stop doing everything else, would you be okay? Yes. We have a skill set, right? And as long as the American economy doesn't figure out how to crash the market on a long-term basis, we'll be okay.
Yeah,
to the skill set. But as long as we have businesses and as long as we have income coming in that we can now put into a brokerage, bro, we're gonna be fine. That's you gotta have income that you can put into an account to invest. It's the only way.
And all the most profitable skill sets that you need are not going to be talked about publicly. For 20 years, they told people to learn coding. and now large language models are in, and it's over with for coding. It's over. I hate to say it. Yes, can you still get a job in coding? Yes. Can you still make $1 million a year and some change? It's over with. It's over with. So
Still good jobs, and jobs are okay.
yeah. Nothing wrong with job, but I'm talking. But if now you're getting paid $150, but all the houses cost $700,000.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
The other people in Atlanta paying $7,000 for a 2-bedroom in Midtown. I'm like, what?
It's like the
okay.
Marcus Cousins meme. Like, it's getting ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
It's really ridiculous.
Yes.